How you doing? I'm Kevin O'Hara for alcoholmastery.com. Today's question is, how can quitting drinking alcohol help my life? Well, there's so many different ways that alcohol can help your life. The first one that pops to mind is that you'll just have much better health. You'll have a healthier heart, healthier liver, healthier kidneys, better brain, just a better body overall, a better life. Alcohol can also help with your relationships, whether you're trying to fix old relationships or whether you're trying to build new ones. There's an old fallacy which says that alcohol is social. It's not. It's very selfish. When you drink, only you get the buzz. So, when you're with other people who are drinking, it's not really a connection. You're just batting off each other, So when you do stop drinking alcohol, you finally get to get into relationships where, you're interested in the other person, not interested in what you're doing, and my relationships have either improved or some of them have just moved away. I've moved on from some relationships. There's just some relationships where, it's like a toxic relationship where the alcohol is still involved. I still see a lot of these people, but I'm just not involved in the same way that I used to be. One of the big changes that you'll notice almost straight away is that you'll get better sleep. When you drink alcohol, your system is taking in the alcohol, but it wants to get it back out again. So the alarm bells are ringing off, wants to remove the alcohol as soon as possible because your body only sees the alcohol as a toxin, right? So when you're sleeping, you're never getting down into that deep sleep because there's all this activity going on because you've imbibed a toxin. Think about any other toxin that went into your body that could possibly get into your body. Your body wouldn't allow you to sleep. It might knock you out so that it doesn't have to deal with you. It doesn't have to deal with the burden of consciousness, but it will still be underneath. It will be frantically trying to remove the toxin so that it can basically save your life or save your health. So your sleep will improve. So there's no more poisoning as well, Alcohol is not a healthy substance. As I say, it's a toxin. Your body sees it as a toxin. We might be taking it in because we want to get a buzz, but it's a foolish buzz because at the end of the day, there's a lot of consequences to having that buzz, a lot of physical consequences, which are going to not only shorten your life, but they're also going to shorten the quality of your life, which is, I think, more important. Another thing is that you will look younger. Take a look at my first video that I did back in 2012. I just looked overweight. I looked bloated. I looked like I was sick. I was tired. I was mentally tired. You can see the differences in just the way I'm acting, just the way I'm speaking, the way I'm moving, all of this kind of stuff is just, there's such a big difference in between the way I look then and the way I look now. Big difference in the way I felt back then and the way I feel now. You'll have more money in the bank. It's one of the things that during the first year of my stop drinking alcohol, I just calculated some of the money that I was spending on alcohol. And at one stage I was spending probably around 1,000 euros a month. Now, when I'm talking about 1,000 euros, I'm talking about not just the alcohol that I was drinking, but the food that I was eating as well, because, I was eating out, couldn't be arsed cooking at home. So, there's a lot of money spent on alcohol, a lot of money spent on the food as well. And that's not taking into account the money that's lost. I've always ran my own businesses, and the amounts of money that I must have lost throughout the years, would double that amount easily. Because there's always an opportunity cost when you're thinking about drinking, when you're drinking, the consequences of the drinking, and those consequences physically, they might not last maybe 2 or 3 days. If you stop drinking, 2 or 3 days, the hangover is gone, right? But the mental effects, all those synapses that are being interfered with in your brain, that effect can last a lot longer, and it can affect your thinking for a lot longer. When your thinking is affected, your abilities to, if you're running a business or if you're just working, the abilities to improve yourself so that you can get a better job, all of these things, your abilities to just improve yourself generally so that you can earn more money are severely limited. So one of the things that you will notice, again, almost straight away, is that the amount of money in your bank will increase, just from the fact that you're not spending it on alcohol anymore. Many people will lose weight. This is another factor. I was 265 pounds. I'm about 220 now. So, I lost a lot of weight when I stopped drinking. It's a gradual process. It's not something that will happen overnight. It takes a long while to put the weight on, and it takes a long while to take it off. Sometimes it can take a short while to put the weight on. But you'll find that your weight will start to drop pretty significantly. I was going out walking a lot, so I was losing about 2 pounds a week. I think if I wasn't walking as much, I still would have lost about 1 pound a week, just because I wasn't filling my body with an empty, nutritionless calorie increase every time I had a drink, So that's another factor. Last factor I want to talk about is just your mental and physical coordination. This improves, as I said earlier on. Alcohol is one of the few things that gets through the blood-brain barrier, goes straight into your brain, and interferes with the complex chemical balances that are happening in your brain, natural balances. It interferes with the synapses that are firing off, and just interferes with everything that's going on up there. Once this is interfered with, your thinking is not going to be as astute as it should be. Your coordination is not going to be as astute as it should be. And everything else is going to suffer because of that. So there's just a few things of how quitting drinking alcohol can help you in your life, right? If you want help quitting drinking alcohol, I've got something that can help you. It's my mastermind coaching program. You can take a 7-day trial for just $1. And in the program, you'll find great strategies and tips to help with virtually every question or topic you may have related to quitting drinking alcohol. You'll receive daily videos, my mastermind coaching forum, and even live coaching sessions. And what this means is that you'll always know exactly what to do and when to do it. You'll get lots of help and encouragement from our other members, and I'll be there every day in the forum to answer your questions, big or small. So if you're serious about getting started and making the fastest possible progress, I strongly recommend that you at least give my mastermind coaching program a try, right? It's only $1. There's no commitment to stay after the 7-day trial, so you have nothing to lose, right? Click on the link down below to get started. I'll see you on the inside. Take care of yourself. I'm Kevin O'Hara for alcoholmastery.com. Onwards and upwards. Take care. Bye now.